Hey Aquarius, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. Now before I get started, I just had one announcement. I did do a March 2018 webinar. If you are interested in getting the replay of that, please click the link down below in my description box, where you will get, of course, the recording itself and some worksheets to go along with it. In it, I talked about major themes for the month of March, which I think is all about overcoming the past and stepping into a new life, living a new life, and directing your life in the direction that you want to go in. In it, I talk a lot about Pisces, which we got a lot of planets through there, a lot about Capricorn, and a lot about Aries, to kind of give you the broader perspective and the big picture for what it all means. So if you are interested in learning about that, again, please click the link down below in my description box to find out more about that. All right, now let's go ahead and get started on your horoscope. What we've got going on this month, Aquarius, at the very beginning of the month on March 1st is a full moon in Virgo, hanging out right here, and that for you is your 8th house of changes, endings, and beginnings, also of big financial investments coming in, and of deep intimate relationships. So I think what's happening is you're either ending a big period of change or completing, right? Stepping into some big changes that you've been making in your life lately. Perhaps you've been trying to rearrange your life in some way to do more of what you want, to do more of what really resonates with you, and maybe also to deepen your relationships a little bit as well. And I think what's going on at this full moon is that you're trying to step into some of these changes that you've made, step into some of these really, really deep relationships, and maybe end them a little bit, so that you can do here where Pisces is, where the new moon will be on March 17th. And that for you, Aquarius, is your 2nd house of money, also of confidence, of stability, and what else? Your gifts and skills and talents in some way. So I think you're trying to figure out here at the beginning of the month, what changes do you need to make in life? What final changes is it that you can make so you can finally build more stability in your life, bring more income to you, and use more of your gifts and skills and talents in a way that's going to be really, really positive here to increase your confidence. All right, so that's what I think is going on there. Now, the more that you can bring more stability into your life, okay, in some way, I think is going to help you. That's because we do have all of these planets here in Pisces in a sextile this month with Saturn and with Pluto, especially at the beginning of the month. And Saturn and Pluto are in your 12th house of your insides and of your spirituality. So anything that you can do to consider how you can bring more money to you, use more of your gifts and skills and talents that you feel uniquely gifted at, and increase your confidence, is going to help you here to just have more peace of mind. Okay, feel more at peace with yourself, feel more whole. It's also going to help you too to overcome the past, overcome some things that have been holding you down, so it is that you can move forward. Focusing more on you, your unique gifts, skills, and talents, and your money is also going to help you here where Jupiter is, with Jupiter making a trine to Pisces this month. And that for you is in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, and your social standing. Okay, so anything that you can do to increase your money, increase your confidence, use your gifts and skills and talents, isn't just going to help you to feel more at peace with yourself inside when you go to bed at night. It's also going to help you here to start to have a career that you really want, to put your life in a better direction that really resonates with you, and to increase your social standing and your reputation doing something that you feel uniquely gifted at. All right, so that is what is going to happen. Okay, the hard part, the challenge, is going to be right here where Mars is, in your 11th house of your goals, your dreams, and your hopes for the future. Also of your group associations, the groups that you associate with. Because we do have Mars this month squaring a lot of these Pisces planets, and especially Chiron here at the last degrees of Pisces. So as you're really trying to increase your income, do more of what you feel you're uniquely gifted and talented at, that you like, and to put your life in the right place so that you can do more of what you like that can bring more money to you. I think the challenge then is envisioning a future for yourself. and is associating with the right groups of people. Perhaps you know what you feel gifted at. Perhaps you know what you need to bring more income to yourself and to put your life in a better place that feels right for you. But perhaps it's hard for you to envision your life doing this thing. Maybe it's a thing that you never thought you would do, especially with Saturn here in your 12th house of the past. Okay, and so maybe it's very hard for you to think, okay, I know what I like, and I know what's important to me, and I know what I value, but now how do I create a future doing that? How do I move towards the future doing this thing? How do I envision a life, and how do I associate with the right people? And you're really having to figure out here how you can envision a life that's better for you, doing something you like, that you value, that you feel uniquely gifted to do. You also have to figure out which groups of people you need in your life that can support you the most as you reach some of these big goals and dreams that could be a little difficult. All right, if you stick with it though, and if you keep trying here to envision your life doing something that not only can increase your confidence and bring more money into you, but that uses all of your skills in a really good way, it is going to help you here where Uranus is with Mars coming into a trine with Uranus. This is all happening around the beginning of the month, the first 2 weeks. Okay, and Uranus is here in your 3rd house of talk, of communication, and of your community, of neighbors. Okay, and anything that you can do here to figure out where your life is going, envision a life for you that's new, that's different, that excites you more, and associate with new groups of people who really get you, is going to help you here to maybe begin to build a community that resonates more with you, to communicate about things you really like, to understand better where your life is going in some way, and just, yeah, be more open about yourself and who you are. Okay, coming in. So you figuring out where you see your life going and who is good for you to help you be more confident is going to help you to be more open about who you are, communicate more about what you have to offer, and feel more free to express yourself and think in the right ways about what is going on. All right, so that's what I see going on there. Now after that happens, this is going to happen around March 10th, we also do have Jupiter here going retrograde in your 10th house of career. So as you're trying to figure out here where you see your life going and how you can envision a good life for yourself using some talents that you feel really good at and making money from some kind of direction, I think you're also starting to reevaluate your career, your life direction, okay? And I think what you're trying to figure out here is now that you've learned some other things about yourself, and now that you're starting to envision a new life for yourself, doing something that's really important for you, I think you're trying to figure out how you can create the career, create the reputation, create the social standing for yourself using some of these gifts and talents of yours that it is that you really like, and reaching kind of a new or different vision for the future for yourself. Okay, so I think that's what's going on there. Then at March 17th, at the new moon, while you're trying to think about how you can reach a future that's better for you and put your life in a better spot, then at the new moon, you really begin to step into some gifts and talents that you've been cultivating, maybe some new gifts and talents. You really begin to feel more confident about your life in some way and begin to increase more of your income, bring more money to you now that you've realized what you're gifted at, what you like, and now that you're starting to do it, even if you had to change some of your dreams and visions and groups of people that you associate with in the process. All right, coming in. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. Then after you finish, or after you start really to start focusing more on your money, on your stability, on your gifts and talents, then the attention also comes here with all these Pisces planets moving into Aries on your 3rd house, communicating about things. So once you really start to understand what you're good at and bring more income to you and step into that, then I think you start to feel more free to express yourself, to communicate about yourself, communicate about what you want to do, and to move forward on that. All right, so that's what is going on. The second part of the month. Now I'm going to erase this chart to clean it up a little bit so that I can talk about what's going to happen after the new moon, after March 17th. Okay, here you are, Aquarius. This is you, your 1st house, because it's your sign. All right, and what we've got going on the second half of the month, which I just talked about a little bit, is all of these planets that were in Pisces now moving into Aries, which rules your 3rd house of talk and of communication. What that makes the second half of the month all about is you communicating about the things you figured out during the first half of the month, about your money, about your finances, about your gifts and talents, about the things that you think are important in some way. All right, your challenge then becomes the second half of the month here, where Capricorn is, okay, in your 12th house of your insides and of your spirituality, as to where Pisces at the beginning of the month sextiles Capricorn, Aries squares it, so it's not as favorable. So at the beginning of the month, you thinking about your gifts, you thinking about your skills, your talents, about what you need to feel more stable in life and feel more confident, was helping you to be more at peace with yourself, to be more comfortable with what was going on around you. But the second half of the month, you starting to communicate now more and more about some of these things that you decided, then becomes uncomfortable. Maybe as you begin to communicate more and more about your life, about your talents, about what's important to you, about what's going on, maybe you start to feel a little exposed. You're exposed here. You're not used to communicating in this way. Maybe you also feel like there's things from the past that are coming back to get you, that are dragging you down from communicating moving forward. Maybe there's some inner self-talk going on that makes it hard for you as well to communicate with other people around you about what's going on with you too, and you really having to learn towards the second half of the month how to communicate with others and how to communicate with yourself and think about your life in the right way so that you can overcome the past, move forward, and feel much better about your life in the process. If you can do that, and if you can communicate in the best way possible about yourself and about what's going on and about what you feel on the inside, it is going to help you right here where the North Node is in Leo, with these planets in Aries trining the North Node. Okay, and that for you is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships, normally of the one-on-one variety, a marriage partner or a business partner or just someone that you feel kind of close to in a one-on-one kind of way. And you communicating here about what is going on inside you, about what is important to you, is then going to help you form the right relationships with people, meet people one-on-one that really get you, that really can help you in some way, and that understand your vision, okay, and what's going on coming in, all right? But if you refuse to communicate or are scared to communicate, you might not have the opportunity you need to partner with the people that get you and that can help you, all right? So that's what I see coming in there. Now, I don't think that you're going to be alone in the whole process. I think you are going to have some help. That's because we do have Mars here moving into Capricorn towards the end of the month here on March 18th. And we also do have Mercury in a retrograde on March 24th in Aries here. So as you're trying to communicate here about what's going on inside you so that you can work with people, I think you are going to have a lot of help with Mars and Capricorn to understand better what's going on inside you, to get to the bottom of what it is that you're feeling, and to overcome the past so that you can do something that you want. I also think you're going to have an opportunity here to think, with Mercury retrograde, to think in better ways about who you are and about how you can communicate in the right ways about what's going on. So I think even though we've got these planets, some planets retrograde, I actually think they're going to help you here to understand better what's going on with you and understand better how you can start to communicate in a way that really resonates with who you are and shows other people your true self in a better way so that you can do some things you need to do. All right, so that's what I think is going on there. It could feel a little bit uncomfortable with a lot of planets passing Chiron here at the last degrees of Pisces as they make the transition. Could feel uncomfortable for you to communicate about yourself, communicate about what's important to you in some way, about your money, about your skills and talents, but needing to have faith, to trust, to be patient, and to keep moving forward here to do some things you know you need to do because it will start to pay off. All right. So I see that happening. And then the last thing going on, the very last day of the month, March 31st, a full moon happening in Libra, which for you is going to be your 9th house of something new. And what's going on at the end of the month here is that you're ending some kind of a new thing that you're doing, ending some kind of exploration perhaps that you've been embarking on lately, so that you can work more on your community, work more on on your mind, communicate better with people, get right and side with your life and with where your life is going, okay? And I think what you're preparing to do at the end of the month is to really start to communicate more about who it is that you are, maybe communicate more about your beliefs, understand your life, and integrate some new things that you've been doing lately into your being so that you can feel more comfortable doing it, working with other people in the process, okay? So that's what I see going on for you, Aquarius. Now your card for the month is the Two of Pentacles upright. This to me is definitely a card of balance. It's also a card of money coming in here, maybe having to make some choices when it comes to your finances here. Maybe you can't do everything that you want to do financially, but having to choose the most important things to you financially coming in. Also having to make sure too that not only that you're getting the money you need, especially with your chart, but that you're getting the money you need in a way that really resonates with you, that you're building something in your life that can be more stable and secure, but that also gets who you are at your core and makes you feel better, okay? And I think what you may have to do is prioritize your life this month, prioritize what's most important to you, making money, doing something that you really want to do, or to make some hard choices here to put your life, I think, in a spot that is going to make you feel more at peace with yourself while at the same time bringing that stability in, okay? And to just not be afraid to make the hard choices here, and to not be afraid to have your hands in multiple pots so that you can make sure that your life is going in the direction that you want it to go in and that you're becoming the person that you want to be. All right, so that's what I've got for you this month, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.